Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, under the lights.
Yeah. Welcome to Under the Lights. I'm your host, Big Mike, and you know I got my guys with me today. You see the nigga up top in the hat, green hat. What's up, boy? Jordan, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm chilling. How you
You
doing?
good? Hey, the holidays just passed, nigga. What's up? Your voice all down and shit. You all right? You ain't get no piece of it?
Nah, I'm under the weather, man. You know what I'm saying?
You was under the weather last time, nigga. Something in the Australia weather. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Something in the Australia weather, man. Twan, what's up, bro?
What's going on, big brother?
Man, you know how it go, man. You know how it go. Another day. What we always say, man. We always above water. So shit, you know, we ain't stressing. You know what I mean? At all. It's always a blessing to be here. You feel me? How was the holidays for y'all, man? Y'all was good. How was the Christmas for y'all, man?
Man, to be honest, it was a slow one this year.
It didn't seem like Christmas though, did it?
It did not.
It didn't seem like Christmas or at all. I was sitting here like, man, you know, it was better growing up and we was growing up. We had snow. I'm not begging for snow, you know what I mean? But we had some snow on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It was a little chilly outside. Motherfuckers out there snowball fighting. Outside doing nothing. Outside it's just the only thing outside is outside, my nigga. It wasn't nothing going on, bro. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know what I mean? I had a great holiday, man. I had a great holiday. I ain't got no complaints. You know what I'm saying? I know my team got a win. I wish we would have played a little better, you know what I'm saying? But shit, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So listen, we had a very, very, very exciting weekend of football. And I mean, maybe I don't know. This weekend was really, really, really exciting. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to jump right into it. You know, Christmas Day, the biggest game of the year so far, man, was the Ravens and the 49ers out there in the Bay. And the Ravens defeated the San Francisco 49ers 33-19 on Monday Night Football. As you can see, Jordan smiling from ear to ear already. Hey, how impressive was this win for the Baltimore Ravens? Jordan, take it away, bro.
You know what? Listen.
What before you go, to let the people know, Jordan predicted the score. It was 30-14 Ravens. Twan was 23-17 Niners, and me, I was 20-17 Baltimore on a walk-off field goal, 54-yard field goal by Justin Tucker. It didn't go that way, but they still got the dub. So Jordan, go ahead, take it away, bro.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be an ass whooping, but listen,
like that, you like that?
Nigga, what didn't I predict? What did I predict the score though? What did I do?
You been predicting score highs all the time. I didn't think it was going. You know, you be laying it out there. You feel me? But go ahead.
Nah, honestly, how impressive was win? I think it was obviously it was an impressive win. Don't get me wrong. Our defense was exceptional that day. Lamar Jackson was doing his thing, and he wasn't out there just scrambling. He was out there buying time. He was in the pocket. Obviously through the first 3 drives after we was getting points off of the interceptions, but that still worries me a bit that I think we could have put more points on the board. You know what I'm saying? I still think we could have got more points on the board instead of just, you know, getting field goals. And we got a field goal and I think like a touchdown, because in the beginning we weren't like out there just flying. You know what I'm saying? We weren't out there flying. But I think it could have, if San Francisco wasn't turning over the football like that, it could have been a bit different. You know what I'm saying? Because if you turn over the football, I'm not going to include the last interception, like the first 4. Like if you turn over the football that much, it's going to be hard to win a football game no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just being honest. And I don't know if every time Purdy's going to be throwing 4 interceptions like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think some of them were tip balls. So but you know, I'm still going to give credit to our defense no matter what. So I'm not going to go crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because the 4 interceptions, we should win the game. And I don't know how often that's just going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But we would still, Lamar Jackson look great out there. You know what I'm saying? Without it's not like Lamar Jackson's out like, bro, we missing a lot of things out there, but he's still getting the fucking job done. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm watching him play, and I remember we was talking about it, like what we're gonna do to contain him. And like I listened to a lot of interviews on the next teams, right? Remember when I was listening to them, and it was just like, I remember a couple of them, like Chase Young, like he was kind of just like, yo, like, we should have done a bit better trying to. But remember we was having the conversation saying, could you can try and mimic that in training, but nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
prepare for that. Whoever you got on scout team, he's not Lamar. You cannot. You're gonna have to. Hey man, you cannot. You do your best to prepare, but the game plan of we're gonna contain them. We just gonna contain. It don't work. It's not that easy. You can't do that to him like that.
It's not that easy. And he wasn't out there running crazy, right? Because he only had that one big run that he had was damn near almost all of his rushing yards, right? He only had 45. Yep. So it's not like he was out there. He was just out there buying time. For buying time. Like you pointed out, like he was out there buying time and then finding a man downfield. Usually, because they were saying usually he would just take off and run. Yep. But now he's buying time and still looking for a receiver upfield. Yep. Checking to his running back a lot of the times as well. Like he does not going off of those explosive, crazy ass plays. So like, I just felt like, obviously we're the best team in the NFL. It's clear as day now. You know what I'm saying? I hope you see that. And
who you talking to?
What you mean? Who am I talking? Both of you.
Yeah. They are. They're the best team in the NFL. They are. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best. So they're the best team in the NFL, baby.
It's not that we beat the best. We beat the mollywops off them niggas, man. It's not like we beat them niggas to a motherfucking pulp, nigga. You get me? Like it's not. Don't say we beat them, niggas. We fucking put that shit straight up their ass, nigga. No homo. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, we fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real talk. Like real talk. Yeah. So it's like
the 19. That was garbage time. You know what I mean? I look at the score 33-12. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? That's a 21-point win, but they got the touchdown.
You see, when we went up, like you see, we started playing, we just started running the ball, and we are 3 and out. Like it's not like we was out there trying to sling it and still score these points. Like we was just trying to kill time, like you would usually do. You know what I'm saying? Like we a good running team, over 100 rushing yards again. You know what I'm saying? Like we always do. Yeah, man. I mean, I feel sorry for you, Twan, but I don't want to go crazy and go nuts on this stuff. So you can say your stuff, and then we can. Oh my God, bro! Don't piss me off, bro. And then sorry, but yeah, fuck, bro.
What's going on?
Yeah, nah. My football, my soccer team at Manchester City, we're losing. But yeah,
okay,
keep going.
Okay,
yeah. So you can go, Taunt.
All right. So we did lose the game. Niners, we lost the game. I felt like, to answer this question, was it an impressive win? Anytime you beat the best team in football, it's going to be an impressive win. Like, anytime you beat the best team in football, you go to somebody else's house, on the road, tough environment, you beat the best team in football. Anytime you do that, it's going to be considered an impressive win. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Like, I do not believe that the Ravens did anything spectacular. I believe that the Niners still was able to, play Niner football. We were still able to do the things that we do best: run the football, pass. I don't feel like the Ravens really did nothing spectacular to the point where they stopped what the 49ers had going on. I don't feel that way. I feel like we still was having our way, just driving the ball down the field. Like, we wasn't like, I just don't feel like we was going 3 and out. Like we was still getting what we get. Like, we get yards, like we get down the field, like we was getting that, like, but it was the turnovers, like get set up, you know, we get set up every drive, we setting ourselves up, and then we giving the ball away, you know, and like he said, it's hard to win games with 4 interceptions, man, with no touchdown passes. I believe if Brock Purdy doesn't throw 4 interceptions and those 4 drives led to touchdowns, this game will be flip-flopped because like I said, the Ravens had a few chances where they was in the red zone and only came away with 3 points. So that just lets you know right there, y'all wasn't really like scoring at will, like how y'all think y'all would be, like, you know. And then on top of that, I didn't like the fact that the 49ers didn't get Lamar Jackson down enough. They didn't get him down enough. They gave him too much time to throw. I just didn't get enough pass rush on him, didn't get him down enough, man, and kind of hurt us, man. I just felt like we was just sitting ducks in the secondary, you know. He was just had so much time to just find somebody open. You got the human joystick out there just running around, and Zay Flowers.
That's what I call him, human joystick.
You know, so like y'all got the dub, and after getting the dub, y'all, I would consider y'all the best team in football, no doubt. Do I feel like this game would be different if Brock Purdy doesn't turn the ball over? Of course. Y'all didn't stop us. I don't feel like y'all stopped us none that game from actually doing what we do best. You know, Christian McCaffrey, 100 yards rushing, 14 carries. George Kittle, 100-something yards receiving, 6, 7, 8 catches. Brandon Ayuk, 100-something yards receiving, 6, 7, 8 catches. Like, bro, we're going to have our way, but we got to take care of the football as well. We got to limit the turnovers. Like, you know, you may have like the Ravens may have got those turnovers, but I just don't feel like y'all really stopped us for real. And what I mean by stop, everybody got their own opinions. What I mean by stop is you came in with a game plan, and you know, you took away what the 49ers do best. I don't feel like y'all did that. I feel like the turnovers helped y'all a lot. And y'all came out of there with that dub, you know, and that's where I'm at with that. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Lamar Jackson. He came out there, he played a perfect game. He threw 2 passing touchdowns, had 200-some yards passing, 45 using his legs, threw no picks. He didn't turn the ball over. And when you don't turn the ball over, you have a higher chance of winning the game on that level, like against a great team. Like, so I give y'all props. Like, y'all came in there and did that on Christmas, and you came out there with a dub, and now y'all considered the best team in football, no doubt. But like I said, man, I don't really feel like y'all did nothing spectacular to, you know, to real deal be like, yeah, we beat the fuck out of y'all. We put a broom up your ass. Like, we really got y'all out the way. I just can't really say that. I can't vouch for that because of what I've seen in the game. Like, y'all didn't really stop us for real. Like, and what I mean by stop, everybody got their own opinions. What I mean by stops, are you making us go 3 and out? Are you stopping us from doing what we do best? Are you making us go 3 and out? I don't feel like you was making us go 3 and out, but I feel like you did get the takeaways when you needed it, which was the 4 picks, you know, down in the red zone. You know, them is points to be scored, not you know what I'm saying, not points to be given away. You know, so y'all got out of there with that dub, and I'm gonna accept that dub because I would rather have them lose that game, you know, saying being that the playoffs is around the corner, you know, get that last loss out their system and get ready for the playoffs because ain't no turning around after this. You know, we got 2 more games left. It's unfortunate we didn't it's unfortunate they didn't get to finish the Bird Gauntlet. Being that the Ravens was the last opponent. But hats off to the Ravens. I give it hats off to Lamar Jackson. He went out there, he stood on business, stood on everything he was saying. He didn't He didn't go out there and back down, none of that. Besides the safety, Lamar Jackson played perfect. He played lights out. He didn't turn the ball over, unlike Brock Purdy. And that's the reason the Ravens, that's another reason the Ravens won the game as well. But I just don't think they did nothing spectacular to the point where you could just be like, we whooped your ass, nigga. We got y'all, we put a broom with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we
the
definitely
talk
did
is a
that,
little
bro.
the talk is a little excessive for me. Like,
We definitely did that, bro. We definitely did that, bro.
okay, cool. The score says that, but if you go watch the film, it doesn't. So
I mean, I watched the game. I watched the game. I don't know.
well,
I
the
don't know.
film. Well, if you watch the game and you know the game, the film does not say that. The film says we lost the game because of turnovers. That's what the film says. It doesn't say that we lost the game because the Ravens shut the 49ers out and they stopped the 49ers from doing what the 49ers do best. That's not true.
And what is that? What do the 49ers do best?
We
Yeah.
run the ball well, and we got ability to throw the ball well. That's what we do
Well,
best. Like we
well,
got the
you
ability
go,
to
you
move the
go.
ball. We draw up nice plays. Cal Shanahan drawing up the plays basically to get receivers open. Like that's what we do best. Like they did not stop us from doing what we do best. I feel like, but y'all did get the turnovers when it mattered, and that helped y'all, You get in the red zone, you stop the 49ers from scoring 4 times. Like, come on, man. That's 28 points off the board. So and then
I mean,
if you look at the score, it's 33-19. So let's just take away 4 picks. Let's even take away 2 picks. The game is closer than that.
That last
yeah,
touchdown
but
was
you can't.
garbage
But yeah,
touchdown, bro.
and
That was
you
garbage
can't do
time.
that because after we got up to 30, like we started playing way different after that. We started playing way different. So it's not just like how we were scoring, especially when we scored a few times. We was already in your side of the field, and we got touchdowns. And we got you say we didn't get a point after the first 2 series. After our first 2 series, we pretty much put points up every time after that, bro. All the way up until the end. You
That's
see what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. Y'all put up
So
points
after the
off
first
what
2 series, that's what happens in football. We ain't going to always score on every series that you get the ball. You see what I'm saying? But
No,
after
you're
the
not.
first two, after the first two, Twan, we put up points every single damn time, all the way to the end, bro.
Well, I feel
What are
like
we talking about?
the
What are we talking
49ers
about?
do that best. I feel like 49ers put up points. I feel like if they don't turn the ball over, they put up points. Like that's why I'm getting with Brock Purdy and throwing 4 picks. If we don't throw those 4 picks, we put up points. It's hard to stop us from putting up points. That's what we do. That's what the
I
Niners
mean,
do.
if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just do
And
that.
that's cool. And that's cool.
We can't do that because
You can
we do
say
that the whole
that.
thing
You
for
can
the
say
Ravens
that now
too.
that y'all got the dub, but at the in reality, you go back and watch the film, man. I just, Brock Purdy, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm still gonna back him, but at the end of the day, it's not fair to the guys in the locker room that the game was decided by 4 turnovers. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got the dub, like I said. Y'all consider the best team in football, and I'd rather lose now than in the bowl because I still feel like the Niners get to the Super Bowl. And if you go back and look at their history,
you keep saying that, but that ain't nobody guaranteed no spot in the Super Bowl.
I never
The
said it's
Niners,
guaranteed.
the Ravens, ain't nobody.
I never said it's
You
guaranteed.
just said if y'all get there, you rather lose this game than that one. But that's anybody though.
I said I would rather lose. I said I would rather lose now than in the bowl
Than in the Super Bowl.
I feel like that the Niners still get to the bowl.
Okay.
Being that, you know what I'm saying? Everything going on. If you look at their history, if you look at the 49ers history, the past 2 years, they've been in the NFC Championship game, 1 game away from getting to the bowl. And if you look at their history, they was just in the Super Bowl not too long ago with the Chiefs. And if you remember their history, it was just in the Super Bowl again with the Ravens. And
that was 12 years ago, bro.
It doesn't matter. You've been to 2 Super Bowls in 12 years. That's pretty good as an organization. And it could be 3 now because you got a chance to get there this year. That's good. Like you've been to 2 Super Bowl appearances in 12 years. That's good. People don't even go to Super Bowl 1 time in 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I mean, I'm not gonna put a whole bunch of stock on 2 Super Bowls in 12 years.
I'm not either. But
if it was like 2 and 5 years or 2 and 6 years, all right, cool. But 2 and 12, bro, It wasn't nobody even known the Ravens. Nobody, only one person was on the staff. Probably was Justin Tucker, and it was John Harbaugh. Yeah. Everybody else probably wasn't even there, bro. I know there was nobody else on that team. So you can sit up, we can really sit up here and say that the Ravens, you know what I mean, they're not they have championships in their history. But this team right here, there's not even one person besides Justin Tucker that played on that team that contributed to a Super Bowl, man. So I'm not putting no stock into a Super Bowl appearance that they won, or 2 Super Bowl appearances in 12 seasons. I ain't doing that.
That's not the emphasis I was trying to make, Big Mike. The emphasis I was trying to make is like we have the Niners have a history of getting somewhere, and okay. you said nothing is guaranteed, and I said, I feel like the Niners still get there just based off their history and based off the season that they're having. If you look at their history, like I said, they've been in the NFC Championship the past 2 years, 1 game away. And if you go back and still look at their history, they've been in the bowl recently, so they still have a chance to get into the bowl. And I just feel like I would take that loss right now, because if we see you again, just so happen the Ravens end up in the Super Bowl and the 49ers end up in the Super Bowl, I like our chances because it's hard to beat a team twice.
Right. Okay.
So that's why I'm at with this Big Mike, Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Hats off. I did lose the bet. Jordan, I'll get up with you in a few days. Just give me a few days, brother. I did lose the bet, y'all. But I'm willing to bet with my team win, lose, or draw any day, man. I'm a diehard, man. I'm gonna die a Niners fan. Like that's that. I relate to them boys way more than I relate to any other team in the league, because that's just how we played the game. And that's like I came from Warren Central, bro. That's how we played.
Okay.
Then I went to college. That's how we played. Like,
okay, so look. This is what I'm gonna say. First thing I'm gonna say is I lost the bet with him too, because even though I picked the Ravens to win, I didn't renege on the bet me and him had Ravens 49ers. So I lost that bet. You know what I mean? But I won my other 3 bets. You understand? So coming into this week, I was 15-13. So with the Jets beating the Commanders, that's 16-13. With the Bears beating the Cardinals, that's 17-13. And with the Dolphins beating the Cowboys, 18-13. And with the L from the 49ers and Ravens, that makes me 18-14. So I'm pretty much in good position to get that jersey at the end of the season. But this is what I say about the game. Twan, I got to disagree with you, man.
Including playoffs too, don't do that.
We said, no. That was not in the bet. It was not. Stop it. Cut it out. It was not. But anyway.
Make sure we get these bets on for this week too, eh? I'm going 5-0.
We've been doing it since week 1. Why would we stop now? You understand?
Right.
I understand you feeling you want that jersey. I know it. I know you want that jersey. You understand? But listen, I gotta disagree with you wholeheartedly, Twan. I got to, bro. First off, shouts out to the Ravens. Shouts out to Lamar Jackson for playing a good ass game. You understand what I'm saying? He went out there and did what he had to do. He took what the defense gave him. You know what I'm saying? And bro, when I was telling you, you was talking about, they can drop 7 and rush 4 or rush this guy and blitz this guy. And I was saying, bro, that don't mean nothing when it comes to him. He's too fast and elusive. You understand what I'm saying? And not just the fact that he's very, very fast. He's elusive. He can escape the pressure. So what I said, even if you try to contain, bro, if you're rushing forward, there are lanes all through that line. And Lamar can step up in that pocket. They're going to collapse that pocket, and that can help him roll on out to the outside. When they had their hands on him, but what he do? He finagled his way out of it with a twist here and a twist there. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, he's dynamic with his legs, man. And I said it's going to turn into a scramble drill. If you can drop 7 all you want to in coverage, and I said them linebackers is going to have to make plays on Lamar Jackson in the open field, and you was like, oh, Fred Warner can, Dre Green. No, they cannot. They couldn't even stay in front of him, and that's not a knock. Nigga, he's fast as fuck. He's elusive. Nigga, I know this is real life, but hell, look at the man on Madden. The man is 97 speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's Madden. We talking real life, but that 97 speed on Madden looked like that in real life too. It looked like that. And he just gliding past niggas, man. So it's a difference, when you playing against Lamar Jackson, bro. And I told you the Niners was riding high, bro. They riding high, and them Ravens felt very disrespected. and they played like they felt very disrespected, dog. Like, listen, like I said, I'm giving credit to Lamar Jackson for playing a great fucking football game. But it's an impressive win. But what's most impressive to me is what I've been saying all season. That defense is for real. It's for real. And we were saying, I said coming in, this is going to be a chance to see them going against a powerful O-line and a powerful D-line. And that secondary going against their offense and things like that. And, bro, they shut it the fuck down. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey had 14. What he had? He had 14 carries for over 100 yards. That's 7.4 yards a carry. That's a great game, bro. But when you talk about the turnovers, they forced Brock Purdy into those turnovers. You know what I mean? They forced him into those turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Those bubble plays they was trying to give to Debo. That's his best asset is those bubble plays because he like a running back. He get up ahead of steam. Them corners ain't gonna be able to tackle him like that. Hell, we seen Marlon Humphrey get a clean hit on him. I thought he was gonna knock his block off. Didn't affect him at all. He's big, he's fast. He can do that. But when you when you want him to go out and run, I'm talking about go out there and beat a coverage. I'm talking about somebody that can stick with you man to man. They ain't playing, they're not a sad defense, and you just gonna run this shallow cross route and it's open, or you just gonna run a deep over route and it's open. Nah, make you go out there and beat the coverage of these corners that's on you, man. You know what I'm saying? And they did that. When we look at Brock Purdy, I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying since the day he stepped on the field. I'm talking when he was 1-0, 2-0, 3-4, when he was Mr. Irrelevant, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all that stuff. Way before he even went against us. When the Eagles even played the Niners in the NFC Championship last season. I don't think Brock Purdy is that guy. And nobody can sit up here and tell me, well, it's one game. Listen, I've been saying the same thing for a minute. I said he benefits from all of the talent that he has around him. And when it comes to an elite defense, where they can't just go out there and just play around with motherfuckers. I told you, the Niners, bro, they got a fucking damn near like a dream team. And in order to beat them, you're going to have to play a damn near perfect football game. And the Ravens damn near did that. And if you look at the schedule for the Niners, they did play the Steelers. That's not an explosive offense. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And their defense is okay. It ain't like the motherfucking Ravens. Not like that. You understand? They played the Rams early on. They played the Giants, the Cardinals, the Cowboys, the Niners. That's an elite defense. Brock Purdy, he kind of froze up in that game. You feel what I'm saying? I understand you say Debo was out and Trent Williams was out. Well, McCaffrey out there, Brandon Ayuk out there, George Kittle out there, the rest of the O-line is there, that top-level defense out there. It's just the fact that when Brock Purdy sees an elite defense, they're going to make him look average. And I'm gonna say it to this day. I think Brock Purdy is an average quarterback. When you make him, if he can sit back there and pat the ball and do this and shit, I think any quarterback, you give them a clean pocket, they can sit up and do that, they're going to look good. And they players just running wide open, they're going to look damn good. And that's what's been going on with Brock Purdy all season. The Vikings, the Bengals, the Jags, the Bucks, the Seahawks, they played us. We don't have an elite defense. You see they ran all over that, the Cardinals again, and now the Ravens. And I said, even though the Ravens haven't seen the competition like the Niners this year, well, the Niners haven't seen a motherfucker like the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? So does this clearly just put them head above heels over the Niners? No, I don't think so. But they came in and won the game. You know, it's a week-to-week basis, bro. So right now, the Ravens is the best team in football. But like I said, Brock Purdy's just not that guy, man. That's me. 4 turnovers, you know what I mean? And even with the tip ones, I mean, look at the one. Hold on. Look at the one he threw. He threw to the end zone. Was supposed to be for Debo. That was late as a motherfucker. If he throw that on time, that pass not going to be late, and it's not going to be intercepted. He gave Hamilton enough time to get over here and make the play. You feel me? So, listen, man. The Ravens' defense was physical. And they physical. And they looked like they was mad and disrespected. You understand? You could say they had you talked about Ayuk. He had 100-some yards. Bro, them yards that he was getting was at the end of the game. Them was garbage yards, man. Them was garbage yards. When the yards was needed, when they was needed, wasn't nothing going on. Yeah, y'all moved the ball a little bit. And you said, but what is the fact that y'all can move the ball, the way y'all move the ball, the way the Ravens stopped the ball, bro, that's impressive in itself right there. Nobody expected the Ravens to go out there and put a stop to the San Francisco 49ers. And the score was 33-19. That score is that score. You look at that score, they only lost by this many points. No, bro. No, that game was all it was decided. It was 33-12. You know what I mean? A 21-point ass whooping. That's what it was. And sometimes shit happened like that, bro. You know what I mean? You done seen teams. You remember that year, the Patriots, they played the Chiefs and they got their fucking ass whooped 42-7. Remember that? Or was it 42-7 or 42-17? They wouldn't won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And then people were saying, oh, the Chiefs, they're better than the Patriots, blah, 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 blah. So it don't necessarily mean that. But on that night, they dominated the 49ers. Because like I said, you only put up 12 points. 12 points until they basically pulled the plug. You know what I'm saying? Sam Darnold went out there and got a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, listen, give the Ravens credit, man.
I just have one question.
I'm almost done. Hold on. And I'm gonna let you go. The Ravens defense, with the defense that they have, they put them in very, very short field positions. I'm talking 50, what they had like a 50-yard possession, a 30-yard possession. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they supposed to do. And they capitalized on it, short field or not. You know what I mean? Maybe it'd have been different, like you said. Maybe it'd have been different if they had to drive the whole field every time. Maybe so. But the defense didn't allow that. And that's what's special and impressive about this. Because just as much as Jordan, you came out here and said, the Ravens have these lulls that they don't score, things like that. Well, they didn't have no lulls just the other day. Maybe it's because they had short field. Who gives a fuck? I take that defense any day. Looking at what our shit look like. Give us short fields, nigga. We got to drive 75, 85, 90 yards every goddamn time because we ain't getting no takeaways. So shit, man, the most impressive part about this win is the Ravens defense going into San Francisco doing what the fuck they did because nobody, well, with Jordan, he had 30-14. Thought it was going to be a defensive game, 20-17, low scoring, and it's going to be a walk-off. Even you thought it was going to be 22-17. That's still a low-scoring ball game. You understand what I'm saying? So give credit to the Ravens, bro. But like, it's a very impressive win, bro. It is based off, what the defense was able to do. Shit, they balled out, man. Can't take nothing away from them, dog. They definitely played disrespected. I'll tell you that for sure. And they set the tone. They set the tone. Go ahead.
I got a question. Since the Ravens, they went in there and beat the best team in football.
Okay.
Now the Ravens is considered the best team in football.
Okay.
What are you gonna say? Okay, let's say I want to know. I truly want to know. Are you gonna be saying that the Miami Dolphins is the best team in football if they go in there and beat the Ravens? That
was the question I was gonna ask. But like I say, but it's sports, bro. It's sports. And when you look at the Miami,
I'm asking.
Okay, listen. Okay, let me explain. When you look at the Miami Dolphins, if they go out there and considering Miami Dolphins haven't beat a good team with the exception of the Cowboys.
Oh,
If the Dolphins go out there and get a win against the Ravens, I can't say they're the best because I haven't seen them beat any good teams with the exception of the Cowboys. Versus, you look at the Ravens.
What about the Ravens though? What other team exception?
But Ravens have beat. We have. I think we've beaten 10 teams with winning records or something like that. That's what they said. Damn near 10 teams.
Beat one good team, man.
Okay, forget that. Okay, you say that, but what I'm saying is we beat. I think it's 8. I think it's 8 or 10 teams. I don't know. It's 8. Yeah, no, it is. I'll pull it up. But it's high though. All I'm saying is that it's high that we've beaten teams with winning records, bro. It's high. But I'll go now.
Saying, bro,
I'll check it now.
It's the same thing, bro. You saying Miami has not seen nobody but the Cowboys, and I'm saying the Ravens hadn't seen nobody but the Lions.
No, they haven't seen anybody. They haven't beaten a team.
Y'all the flat out best team in football. When you look at it, man, even you came over
to be the best team in football by beating the best teams in football. That's why. So I'm asking you: are you going to be sitting up here saying that the Miami Dolphins is the best team in football if they beat the Ravens this week?
Because the Dolphins don't look like the Ravens. The Dolphins are not. The Dolphins don't dominate like the Ravens do, man. It
doesn't matter. They beat the best team in football. This is what it's based off of. You going there and beat the best team in football. Now you're the best team. So are you telling me that the 11-4 Dolphins, if they go in there and beat the Ravens, are you going to be saying that the Dolphins are the best team in football?
I'm not.
You said no.
Because I don't believe
that's
that
that's a
no,
biased
it's
statement.
it's
then.
not, bro. But you can look at look at a basketball player. Well, this dude that's not on this guy level, he might have a better night than that guy. That don't mean that he's better, but the way y'all are the best team.
Same thing about the Ravens and Niners.
But y'all are the best team. Y'all been beaten, and it's the way y'all got beat, bro. It wasn't no nail biter. It wasn't a nail biter. It was a blowout.
Okay,
it wasn't even close.
So the Miami Dolphins going there and blow the Ravens out. What are you gonna say?
But nobody has ever had Miami above the Ravens or the fucking Niners, bro. I think with that being said, I think they would have just played a good game that day. Nobody thinks the Miami Dolphins are better than the Ravens. Nobody. Period, point blank. I think the Ravens would be favored in Miami. They would be favored in Miami. The Ravens was underdogs in San Francisco. Y'all was 6-point favorites. You already get 3 at home. You get 3 at home. They gave y'all 3 more. It was 5.5, and then it went up to 6. So that could go to show you what they think about the Niners, bro. You feel me? And listen, the Niners got manhandled, man. They got manhandled, bro. They did. They got manhandled, and it's okay, my nigga. Shit happened. They got manhandled, bro. That's just what it is. But I don't think
not 9 of our wins have been against teams with winning records, bro.
Okay.
9 of the wins is what I'm saying. You go look at Miami and teams with winning record, whether or not if you think they're good teams or not, Philly.
Right,
but hold on.
You're saying in general, whether what I think or not, in general.
Yeah, okay. Whether what you, me, or anyone thinks, teams with winning records, we have 9 wins with teams with winning records, bro. 9, bro. So if you take in what's that team called? Miami. Now Miami's beating the Chargers, the Patriots, right? The Broncos.
The Chargers.
Yeah. They're beating the Giants. They're beating the Panthers. They're beating the Patriots, right? The Raiders, Jets, Commanders, Jets, and now Cowboys. So that's what like most of those teams are teams with losing records, bro. Most of those teams are teams with losing records. The only team that's a winning record with that team with those wins is who?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys and
that's it.
The Cowboys and God damn it, the Cowboys.
That's it.
So how can that be the best team in football? Because you was talking about us. At least we have wins against teams that have winning records, bro. They can't beat a team. Look at the teams that they lost to. Bills, that's a team with a winning record. Eagles, teams with a winning record. Chiefs, even the Titans they lost to. Like, what the fuck? Come on, bro.
I'm just saying. This all I was saying.
I mean, yeah, but that's facts, though. That's facts. That's not feelings. That's facts.
I'm just saying, now that the Ravens have beat the Niners, now the talk is the Ravens the best team in football. They went in there and beat the best team. So I'm just saying, is the Dolphins going to be considered the best team? They beat the Ravens. That's all I'm saying. And they blow the Ravens out. That's all I'm asking.
If they listen.
I mean, right now we don't know. Like right now, we don't know about that. But I don't think because of how they've been winning games and all that stuff. Like we was the best 2 teams in football. If you beat us, we're gonna be tied with the record, bro. It's not like we the best 2 teams in football, me, AFC and the NFC, and now we have the best record in football. Plus, we're playing with great defense. Like we're doing that. You know, Miami, they go up against a good team. You see that they struggle. And if it's happened multiple times, so it's like this is something within the whole totality of a season. This is not just one thing. Like we've been both playing good football up until that date. You get what I'm saying? So then, boom, now 2 of us play each other. It's not like Miami's kind of up and down, and they're wondering about this. They wonder like they can't beat a good team, and they have one good win against one team. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not just gonna say Miami's the best team.
That make a little bit more sense. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, they was the better team that day. I still feel like the Niners is the best team in football all around. Period.
All right.
They was the better team that night.
Okay.
Period.
So so you think they're the best team that night, Jordan? You think they're a better team? You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's stick with with the Ravens. So should this put Lamar Jackson as the MVP front runner? You know what I mean, to go ahead and win the MVP for this season? Do you think it should? Twan? Do you think he should be the front runner for MVP?
Absolutely. Absolutely. No. It's non-negotiable at this point, man.
Okay.
A quarterback like that, Lamar Jackson, like, I had nothing against Lamar, man. I love Lamar Jackson, like, you know, and over the years, it's always been down talks about Lamar Jackson. So for him, you know what I'm saying, to overcome that adversity and go into San Francisco on Christmas Day and be away from your family, whatever, and had to go in there and play a game on the road in that type of environment and play a perfect game with no picks, you know, 200 some yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and you get a dub, you get a big win, not just a regular win, you get a big win. It's no question. Like I have no like argument about Lamar being front runner for MVP. All like Brock Purdy and all this talk now that is out the window because of the mediocre performance put on by Brock Purdy. You cannot be a front runner MVP in a big game. Well, and you get put in a big game situation, but you the front runner MVP, you get put in a big game situation, you have a mediocre performance. You cannot be considered number one MVP talk anymore. You like Lamar's gonna run away with this, man, like hands down, man. After that win, and he'll probably continue to get a dub. He'll probably continue to get wins. They'll continue. They'll probably beat the Dolphins at home. And he'll boost his MVP talk even more. I believe Lamar Jackson runs away with this, man. He gets MVP, but no ring. That's where I'm at with this.
Okay, Jordan, should he be the front runner?
Yeah, I mean, I had him there, but the thing is, Philly, that because I'm more into, obviously, you know, I have more information about basketball and all that, right? Because like about MVPs and all that stuff. I just want to know how it's being, because how people are saying, some people are saying that he shouldn't be an MVP because of the low numbers, right? So like, is this a thing where, is this a question for you guys? Why do you think he should be if his numbers aren't really like high up there like the rest of them? You know what I'm saying? And I know what, you know, usually they say, oh, you have to look at the game and he's this and that, but like when you look and you see Josh Allen or someone that has damn near 40 overall touchdowns, and that, like, that's a lot of fucking touchdowns, bro. Right, that you're involved with, and he's damn near 80% of his team's touchdowns he has, right? So it's like, if you have someone like that, and you know, they don't have to have the best record, but are you basically putting, because his team has the best record, that he's there? Like, no. Why wouldn't it be Purdy or you know,
Christian McCaffrey,
like Dak, or Christian McCaffrey, or one of those guys?
I'm gonna explain why.
And now Lamar. Yeah.
So, okay, look, bro, listen. Should Lamar Jackson be the front runner for MVP? I'm going to say no. Here's why. When you do look at the numbers, he doesn't have MVP numbers. And like I've been saying, you know, this season is more defensive-led than anything. The defense has been keeping them in games, getting the short fields and putting these wins on the board. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson MVP season, oh man, that's without a shadow of a doubt. It's not even close. 30 led the league in touchdowns, 36 passes. I think he only had 6 interceptions. Did he have another 1,000 on the ground? Some shit like that too, Jordan?
Yeah, something like that.
Shit like that. So, you know, something like that, absolutely. But just this season right here, I think Lamar is the quarterback on the best team. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to say one of the best teams, however you want to look at it, he's the quarterback. But when we talk about, you know, the laws and stuff that they have, like we was talking about, Jordan mentioned it first, you know what I mean, earlier this season, and he hasn't stopped. He's mentioned it, I've mentioned it, he's mentioned it, and mentioned it again. You know what I'm saying? But the defense has been keeping them in the games. So the way that the Ravens are winning now, it's not the same way they've been winning when he was the MVP, because he was asked to do more in this situation. Because I don't think it's a quarterback award. I don't think it should be a quarterback award. You understand what I'm saying? Me personally, I think it should be Christian McCaffrey. He should be number one. Even though they lost, he don't play quarterback. He wasn't the one throwing an interception. The man had 14 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown. You You know, and it wasn't no garbage time touchdown as well. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, like, listen, man, I think it should be Christian McCaffrey. Tyreek Hill should be 2. Did you see when Tyreek Hill got hurt what was that, 2 weeks ago? Everything changed. Everything stopped. And he going to be the first guy. Well, he might be the first guy, you know what I mean, with 2,000 yards receiving, 2,000 yards receiving. You understand what I'm saying? And he is the Miami Dolphins offense. And the Dolphins don't have a dominant defense like the Ravens. But Tyreek Hill is the reason that the Miami Dolphins have 11 victories. And I stand on that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not making no case for no other quarterback to be in there besides Lamar Jackson right now, but I think he should be 3rd because CMC does everything, bro. He does everything. You know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill.
So he went down in your rankings?
Wait a minute, bro. Tyreek Hill does everything. He does everything. You see what I'm saying? For the Dolphins. You understand? And the way that they impact the game for their teams is just totally different from the way Lamar is impacting the game for his team. So, like I said, man, I think it should be CMC, CMC, Tyreek Hill, and then Lamar Jackson. That's just me.
Okay.
Just me.
So check this out, Big Mike. Now that you didn't put some facts down, I had to real deal open back up. Tyreek Hill is one of the front runners for MVP. Christian McCaffrey is one of the front runners for MVP. Lamar Jackson, you know, he's gonna be front runner for MVP. This is what I'll say. Despite the numbers, MVP is just not based on numbers, man. It's called most valuable player for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take Christian McCaffrey off the 49ers. Do they still win? I believe they still win without a Christian McCaffrey. Let's take
You think they do?
Yes.
So they went hell. Debo was out, nigga, and they was losing. You think Christian McCaffrey out with the best running back? So let me ask you a question. Imagine. Okay,
we was winning games before we picked up Christian McCaffrey with Elijah Mitchell and Coleman. You know,
okay,
go back and watch. Like, go back and look.
I know what you're talking about, but they not Christian McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying? This season, you feel me? I think Christian McCaffrey, bro, he got 1,800 yards from scrimmage. The man got 20.
The stats are there, big bro.
He got 21 total touchdowns. Lamar got 24. You feel me? So I mean, come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. This what I'm saying, big bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the numbers is there for Christian McCaffrey, but most valuable player does not always mean stats. Most valuable player could this team win without this player?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if Lamar is not the quarterback for the Ravens, they don't win. So he becomes a more valuable player.
But their team,
if the Tyreek Hill is not on the Dolphins, they don't win. He becomes a more valuable player. I feel like if Christian McCaffrey is not on the 49ers, they still win.
Let me ask you a question. Does so I was saying that the Ravens are more of a defensive-led football team this season, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm just saying Lamar is not carrying this team like he once was because this defense is totally freaking different. Okay. You understand? That's the only reason. Even if CMC don't win it, that's cool. Me personally, it's CMC, Tyreek. One of those two guys should be first, if you ask me.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And Lamar will probably get it. He'll probably get it because no matter what we say, we can say, we've been saying for years, it's not a QB award. It's not a QB award, but a QB always seems to win it. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, that year, Adrian Peterson won it. It was an anomaly. I think LT, LaDainian Thompson may have won one, if I'm not mistaken. You feel me? But Lamar will probably win it because they looked at it like a quarterback award. And we ain't the motherfucking voters. You feel me? So
I just want to know because you had Lamar Jackson in the top 3 almost damn near the whole year. So when did he just suddenly drop? But I remember he but he like when CMC wasn't there or Tyreek Hill wasn't. Tyreek Hill was never in front of him.
I mentioned Tyreek Hill. I mentioned
Yeah. So
Tyreek.
then what did Lamar
2 weeks
do?
ago,
So what
bro.
I'm saying, hold on, Philly. What I'm saying is, what did Lamar do? Like, it's not like he did bad in order to drop. Like, what did he do in order for Tyreek to leap him for you? Because
Because
I mean, you had
Tyreek
him
is
second.
right,
You
but
had him second,
who had him
or
second?
you
No, I
you
didn't.
had it. So last
No, I
week was
didn't.
he not? Yes. So he was where?
Did we talk about this last week
We
So
did
so
a
you
little
had
bit.
you.
about MVP?
So
Yes, the
you
MVP
had
talk and how Brock Purdy was this, that, and the third. He's a front runner. And yeah,
When I
we
say
talked a
Brock
little bit
Purdy was a
about it.
front runner,
We talked a little bit about it. We spoke on it. It
but I
wasn't
don't
a
think.
topic. It
Yeah,
wasn't a main
we didn't.
topic,
Yeah, but
but
say we didn't get into it
no,
like
but we
that.
didn't. Yeah, I understand it. But if
yeah.
you had who did you have as the MVP front runner
I would have
going
to go.
into that
But
week?
when we was talking about it, we was giving names, Jordan. This was weeks ago. Like going through who's 1, 2, 3. This was
Yeah,
weeks ago.
what I'm saying is Tyreek Hill was not like above him for you, above because what I'm saying is, I know that you had Lamar Jackson,
Tyreek
because
was in my list.
remember
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
know he could be in your list. He could be in your list. I understand that. But remember when you had Hurts and all them, and then you had
Yeah,
Lamar,
that
it
was
was Hurts.
yeah, but
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
I know that. I mean,
weeks and
when
weeks
they
ago.
started off 10-1 or whatever the hell it was, Hurts was your number one, bro. Right?
Mhm.
And Lamar Jackson was in there. Tyreek wasn't in there.
But do you you see what happened when
So
Tyreek got
when
injured?
did he take
Okay.
the leap?
Okay, do you see what happened when we got injured? Everything changes, man. Everything. And Tyreek is the reason
And
that
that's what.
Miami.
And you just proved
Tyreek,
my point, big bro.
Tyreek.
You
Okay,
just
listen.
proved
You're
my
proving
point.
his point.
What's your point? What am I proving?
That basically, if this player is not out there, it changes the dynamic of the game. So that makes you more of a MVP, is what I'm saying, than just having stats. You just proved my point.
How am I proving your point?
You just said Tyreek got hurt. You seen what happened when Tyreek got hurt, and
Okay.
how it changed the dynamic of the game.
Right.
And what I was saying is, to be an MVP, it goes more than just stats. Can this team win without this player out here?
So
And you basically saying when
are you
Tyreek
saying
wasn't
this?
out there?
Are you saying this because I said CMC should be number one?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying MVP is more than just stats, bro. It's about being really
Listen,
the most valuable
it's-
player.
but
Like,
that's-
can y'all
listen,
win
that's what
without
they're
this
doing.
player out here?
We always say that, but they always base it on that. I'm going off what they base it off of. You understand what I'm saying? If that was the case, you remember the year when Chris Paul went to OKC and they had a 0.2 chance of making the playoffs, and he took that team to the fucking playoffs. You understand what I'm saying? Me personally, he should have got an MVP award. That he's most valuable to that team, him or LeBron, whatever the case may be. We all get that, but I'm going off of what they normally go off of. Record and numbers.
Stats.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it shouldn't be just like it shouldn't be a quarterback award. It shouldn't just be based off stats. I'm just saying, Christian McCaffrey do everything for that fucking squad, bro.
But they would still win if he was hurt.
So if you knock Christian McCaffrey down, who you got at number one? You said Lamar, not over Tyreek. That's fine.
No. Hold on. I said that. But at the end of the day, Tariq Hill is still in there. I just forgot to name him.
So So where is he on your list?
You said he has to get to 2,000 for him to win.
It's a tie for front runner with Tariq and Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson is ahead right now just because of the win that they got.
But you see what you just said? But listen, you said I was proving your point. Man, Tyreek is carrying Miami, man.
Okay,
he's doing
bro,
that.
I get that, and that makes him a more valuable player.
Right, so that's why he should be above Lamar.
Okay, do you honestly feel like the Ravens win without Lamar?
I think they have a better chance at winning because of their defense is dominant.
No, I don't think
they beat these good teams without Lamar.
We've always had a good defense, and every time Lamar's out, we struggle.
It's a lot better than what y'all have had these last recent years. Don't do that.
Listen,
a hell of a lot better.
I don't care how good the Baltimore Ravens defense is. You're not going to continue to beat good teams like the Cowboys and the Eagles and the Niners with Lamar Jackson.
And neither,
you're not about to sit up here and tell me that.
And apparently, even with your starting quarterback, you're not doing nothing without Tyreek Hill. Even with
so that makes him a more valuable player.
Okay, so that's why I got him above Lamar.
That's why after Lamar's big victory.
Because you just told me about valuable, right? Yeah. Valuable, right? That Ravens defense is not in Miami. So even if Tyreek Hill is out, if they get off the field, that defense ain't about to just create as many opportunities as like the Ravens is. They do lead the league in sacks. They do get picks. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how I'm looking at it, bro. Like every single thing. If Tyreek go out now and they get like they was getting 3 and out, that defense, what they gonna do? They not dominant. They not. Without Tyreek, Tua look mediocre, and he got a Jalen Waddle over there with the run game.
I agree.
So, I mean, that's listen, but I agree. But like I said, I think Lamar will still win it. I ain't gonna be mad at it. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. I think he'll still win it because he playing the quarterback position, and that's just how it is, bro. And until you gotta think the voters are still the voters. It ain't like the voters are still the voters. They older, they still 40, 50, they still there, bro. The same ones that vote for the NBA and the NFL. So like, you know, how they look at things, they gonna do shit different. It just is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So
I mean, I think Tyreek's gonna have to get to 2,000 yards, and then he's probably gonna get it. Yeah, he's gonna have to, and then obviously, okay. To tell you the truth, too, just like how what's his name said, if Miami goes in there and gets mollywopped by Lamar Jackson niggas, he ain't getting it, bro. I can guarantee you, if Lamar Jackson, hold on, let me finish. If Lamar Jackson wins this game against Miami, if he wins this game against Miami, and Tyreek Hill doesn't do much. Lamar Jackson's won that because he's gonna rest his last week and
that's different though. If Tyreek go out there and just doesn't have a good game, then it's cool.
Even if Tyreek Hill gets over 100 yards, and Lamar Jackson wins, Lamar Jackson's gonna get the MVP.
And maybe so, but I'm just saying based off that right there, I don't think that right there is fair because Tyreek don't play quarterback. He don't play quarterback. He's not in control.
It's a quarterback award, so we know this.
Okay, big bro.
I don't think it should be like
that. I'm glad you said that, Big Mike. You said he doesn't play quarterback. So that right there, that fact right there, just gives me like more so of giving it to Lamar because you have a bigger responsibility.
Okay, so listen, so you doing that based off it being a quarterback award.
And Lamar's responsibility is he has to go out there and be the leading rusher for his team. He has to go out there and
what do Tyreek got to do?
I mean, Tyreek out there got to catch the ball. He
doesn't have a bigger responsibility.
He doesn't have a bigger responsibility than Lamar. That's for sure.
So getting open ain't no responsibility. So getting open ain't no responsibility. Beating double covers ain't no responsibility.
We never said that.
That is responsibility.
You can have a bigger responsibility.
Let him talk.
No. We all know that a quarterback position is going to be a little tougher. It's going to be tougher, a lot tougher than a receiver.
So then what are we talking about?
But that doesn't mean. Okay, so listen, quarterback award then.
It is what it is. But what I'm saying,
our brain is that I'm saying it shouldn't just be a quarterback award, but obviously, I think it should be.
Listen. You okay? After he was saying Lamar Jackson specifically.
Yes,
has a big, a huge responsibility and role for his team. No. Listen, there's certain responsibility that certain players have. It's like Brock Purdy. Just like you said, Brock Purdy has all these weapons. You could put probably any quarterback in that position.
His responsibility is not that high like that.
Hold on. So, but Lamar Jackson has to be. He has to make sure he keeps the defense honest because he has to run the ball. He has to be the leading rusher for his team. Yeah, don't. Why are you looking like it's like nigga? That's what it is, bro. He is the leading rusher for our Baltimore Ravens, bro. This is just a fucking fact, bro. There's nothing that we can sit here and decide like, oh no, he's the leading rusher for our team. He has to go out there. He has to make plays off of his legs and throw the ball down the field off scrambling. He has to go. He has to obviously be a quarterback, which every other quarterback has to do. But on top of that, he has to run the ball. So the responsibility for him is crazy. It's crazy.
I guess it's a quarterback. We ain't gonna get nowhere with this. You know what I mean? I guess it's a quarterback award because you're saying like nobody else is. Hey, it is what it is.
Lamar Jackson is the front runner for MVP, and it ain't no damn Tyreek Hill.
Where you at? Hold on, Twan. Where you at, baby? Where you at? We don't see you on here.
Hold on. My phone malfunction. Hold on. Let me get back.
Look, we gonna move on though.
Here we go.
We trying to stay on this time. Let's move on though. Let's move on.
Right.
So another game on Christmas Day. The Philadelphia Eagles. My Philadelphia Eagles got a win on Christmas Day against the New York Giants, 33-25. What was your takeaway from this game? Let me go first on this.
Go ahead.
before I go, I'm going to let y'all hear something from Devontae Smith. Here it is.
11 wins. We're not playing good football right now. As an offense, we're not where we want to be. I mean, I'm not satisfied. Yeah, we got 11 wins. I'm not happy. It needs to be better for what I want to do, what everybody else in here wants to do, where we want to be. We're nowhere near that. So, no, I'm not happy.
That's Devontae Smith saying that still not happy. You know, even we got 11 wins on the season, still not happy. And I'm with him. I mean, I've been complaining all season long about the same shit. The play calling since week 1 against the fucking Patriots. We won 25-20. I've been complaining about both sides of the ball all season long. You know what I mean? You got 11. You 11-4. You should be like, whoo. Yeah, we are okay. We ready to hit these motherfucking playoffs and get busy. You understand what I'm saying? And it just doesn't seem that way with the 11 victories that we do have now. But what I will tell you is this: after watching that game, when the game started, and then we doing what we do, whatever the case may be. I seen a sense of urgency. That's what I seen. I did see that. I seen a sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? I seen Jalen Hurts take it what the defense give him, not forcing the goddamn ball all downfield, trying to make these heroic plays, trying to throw the ball 30 yards downfield all the time. I seen him hitting Gainwell on his check down. You know what I'm saying? I seen him hit Devontae coming across, Dallas Goedert coming across the middle, open. The throws that he missed last week against the Seahawks, shit like that. So that lets me know you went back into the film room or in the game plan and whatever the case may be. I wasn't mad about the game plan. I was not. I was actually the way the game looked and was going. I liked it until because we went into halftime up 20-3. Now, right before that, Jalen Hurts made a fucking bonehead decision. He was running the ball and decided to cut the ball back inside with 4 seconds left on the clock in order to go into halftime. And we got bailed out. By a defender from the Giants knocking the ball away, which gave them a delay of game, which stopped the clock. Other than that, we would have went to the halftime 17-3. So we got bailed out right there. That's a mental mistake. Can't have that. So, like I said, taking what the defense give him, all of that type of shit, not forcing nothing. One play I didn't like, another play I didn't like from him is I think he forced one. He was late on the throw to AJ across the middle. And if that linebacker was a little longer arms, he picking that motherfucker off going the other way. You know what I mean? Crazy. Yeah. What? What's crazy?
Nothing. You said if he was a little longer.
Yeah, here you go. If he had longer arms, motherfucker, this nigga is crazy. If he had longer, pause. If he had longer arms, you crazy. You gotta relax.
You gotta use your words properly, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Listen, bro. Everybody know what it is to me. Everybody know what it is. It ain't nothing.
Not everybody. If we try to get everyone to listen to this show, nigga, not everyone knows what you are.
It ain't a nigga in this world, a female or a man in this world that's gonna have any suspicion about me, my guy. Any suspicion. But anyway, like I said, he was playing better, played different. Like I said, went to the half 20-3. He looked a lot better. I say that he looked a hell of a lot better. You understand, with the decision making and shit like that. Now, coming out the half, we had another bonehead play. Since when? And you don't even have to play football to know this. If we on kickoff return and we're blocking this way, what the hell are you running backwards for? So, eliminate Zacchaeus is running backwards. And Twan, I know you play, DB. I don't know if you ever did punt returns or kickoff returns. I don't know. But if so, your motherfucking focus is not on this nigga right here. It's on you trying to find the space, and it's on all other motherfuckers so you can go out there and make a play. And at the last minute, he see eliminate Zacchaeus jump into his body, and he caused the fumble. And that put them on a 14-yard line, on our 14-yard line. So they had 3 plays, 14 yards, and they scored a touchdown, which gave them 10 points. And then after that, I don't know if it was the very next possession or the possession after that, perfect throw to Dallas Goedert, but he slipped on his route. He slipped on the route, and the ball landed right to Adoree Jackson. He took that for a pick 6. and that gave them 17. Well, that actually, I think they gave them 8. I think they went for 2, if I'm not mistaken. I think they went for 2, gave them 18. You understand what I'm saying? But those bonehead plays like that, and I know, listen, you slip, whatever the case may be, it's an accident. But I'm saying little shit like that can determine the game. I can't come out here and say don't slip on your route, because I'm not the one out there running full speed planting the shit. I can't just tell you that, but try to get your footing together. We don't know if the grass is wet. We don't know. But little shit like that, the bonehead play on kickoff return and the play with the slip and fall and the pick six is what made this game closer than what it was. The defensive part still need work, stopping the run. We down our top 3 linebackers right now. You feel what I'm saying? That's not good. You feel what I mean? And on top of that, Reed Blankenship, he gave up a 70-yard bomb. I don't know. Like I said, Twan, you played DB. When a receiver is coming at you full speed, you never let them get that close to you without turning you, without opening up some way, somehow.
Exactly.
He got down there to it. He got down there within 5 yards of him, and he still got his feet flat in the ground. He backpedaling and shit, and he just ran right on past him, and it was a 70-yard bomb from Tyrod Taylor. That was the only thing really defensively, besides, being able to stop the run, you know what I mean, and that long play right there that really kind of pissed me off. Other than that, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't too mad about the performance. You understand? Unless I'm forgetting something, you feel me? But Kelly Ringo from Georgia, who I wanted out of the draft, he played. I think he started this week. Because Darius Slay, he's out with a knee injury. He has surgery. Don't know when he's going to be back. Hopefully by the end of the season. Who knows? Eli Ricks came in. Eli Ricks, I got on him earlier this season for a bunch of holds and pass interferences and all of that. But as I'm starting to see he getting more reps, you know what I'm saying? He's looking a little better. And like I said, it ain't no super elite receivers in New York, you know what I mean? But he was holding and passing interference on the non-super elite receivers. So if I do see him have a good performance, I'm gonna clap him up. Kelly Ringo got the last interception. That was you want to call it a Hail Mary throw, whatever. He got that. And what other concern I have is Bradbury. They had him in the slot. And what did they do? Attack James Bradbury. Attack it. When in doubt, attack James Bradbury. You know what I mean? Most of the big catches, besides that 70-yard one, for first downs and shit like that, they're going to go with Bradbury. Kelly Ringo and Eli Ricks, they had a good-ass game. Can't even lie about that. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, man, so I'm not, even if we dominated in fashion, even if it was 30 to, what we have, 33 to fucking 10, like it should have been, you know what I mean? Because we had the 3, and then they had that 70-yard bomb. Them other 2 bonehead plays. Let's just say Dallas Goedert don't slip and fall. He gonna catch that and run for a couple yards. Let's just say eliminate just don't fucking run backwards on a goddamn kickoff return, and we don't fumble the fucking ball. You feel what I'm saying? So even if it was a dominant fashion, I'm still wasn't gonna come out here and talk crazy because it's the fucking Giants. It's the Giants. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we got the win, but I'm not happy about 11-4. About the 11 wins, I'm not happy. I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not. I am not.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. It's the you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be happy. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. They got high expectations every year. Front runner.
Not every year.
Super Bowl for us. Runner up Super Bowl. There's high expectations for the Eagles. So I wouldn't be happy either about 11-4. But no. I'm gonna tell you my takeaway on this game. For y'all to be a 13.5-point home favorite, and y'all only go out there and win that game by 8, I'm gonna have to say this is an average performance, maybe even a below average performance, because of it goes to show that y'all still having breakdowns on special teams, offense, and defense. The 3 aspects of the game, y'all still having breakdowns. Y'all still ain't put all the pieces together yet. Y'all still ain't improved all the pieces, man. Like I just feel like it was an average performance. Like you let the Giants come in the Philadelphia Eagles home field and put up 25 points is ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Whether it was a slip and fall, whether it was a guy getting beat, didn't open his hips, whether it was a guy running backwards, I don't care what it was about. 25 points from a New York Giants team, and y'all was a 13.5-point home favorite. It's ridiculous, man. It's not. It does not look good, man. Y'all still don't look. I still can't vouch for the Eagles like that because y'all still not looking like, you know what I'm saying, the Eagles team just are supposed to look like. This game was supposed to be, like he said, 33-10. Easy. Maybe even 33-3. I don't know. But y'all just, man, y'all still having problems somehow, some way. And
I know how. I know what the problem is.
You know, yeah. So
I already spoke on that. Yeah, we know what the problem is.
Yeah. So yeah, what the play calling and you know, just the whole defensive coach change out, whatever. Cool. You can say that that's facts. That's part of facts. Like, but at the end of the day, man, the Giants put up 25 points, man, and y'all was a 13.5 point home favorite, maybe even 14.5, maybe even went up to 14.5. But I'm just not impressed with the Eagles, man.
No, I'm not either.
I'm just not impressed, man. Like, yeah, if y'all wanna rely on guys like Blankenship and Eli Ricks, it's gonna be a long playoffs for y'all, man. Y'all might not get out the first round.
That's what we got, though. That's what we dealing with. That's what we got. You gotta work with what you got. You feel me? Shit.
You know, and that goes to show, man. Like, y'all should have never got rid of. Y'all should have never got rid of y'all offensive coordinator. Y'all should have never got rid of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Y'all should have never got rid of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Y'all should have kept Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and released James Bradbury. Like I've been telling people, a corner can be dispendable, bro. Like you can be thrown away, bro. Another corner can come in and do exactly what you're doing. He ain't doing them going out there playing cover 3.
CD was asking for a lot of money that they couldn't afford.
Man, listen,
you feel me? He was asking for the money that we just couldn't afford. You know what I'm saying? That we couldn't keep him. You feel what I'm saying? And Shane Steichen wanted to be a head coach. That's how when you go, bro. You know how this go. When you go to the Super Bowl, win or lose, you go to the Super Bowl. That offensive coordinator is calling them plays, got y'all looking good all these years, or for throughout that year. He's going, and the coach is looking for the Indianapolis coach is looking for offensive coordinator. They see that's the opportunity for him to get more money, and the opportunity to run a football team like you want to do. They can't make him stay. They tried to get him to stay. They tried to. I'm sure they did, but he wanted to be a head coach.
True. That them is facts. Yeah, cool. Yeah, they didn't have enough money to pay. Cool. That happens.
And he still ended up taking less money.
Cool. That happens. You asked me what was my outtake on the game, and I'm here to tell you that it was an average performance, maybe even below average performance. I'm not impressed.
It wasn't that bad, bro. Stop. It wasn't that bad, bro. It wasn't below average. Below average offensively.
Just around a team effort.
I can't just say below average. You can say average. Well, I'm not gonna give it below average.
Okay, cool. Y'all,
and I'm only saying that because of the two bone. I'm not gonna call Dallas Goedert a bonehead play. I'm not gonna do that. But that fucking kickoff return shit, it's just a bonehead play. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it's a below average. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not.
Okay,
I can't
cool.
do that.
I ain't gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. It was an average performance. Let's just say that it was an average.
Don't make him change your mind, man.
I'm not impressed, and y'all should not.
I ain't making them. That's just the facts. Just keep
it
on.
Change your mind,
I'm not
trying to make him change nothing. I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm just trying to keep it all the way straightforward. It's not below average, bro. Stop.
Okay, cool. It was an average performance.
Defensively, offense, we played well, bro. We played well, bro.
I'm speaking. This is not just an offensive game. This is an all-around.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Okay, I'm speaking on an all-around performance, bro. It was an average performance, bro. Being a 13.5 point home favorite. Period. Okay. It's non-negotiable. Like, cool. Y'all had a good day on offense, but this is a team sport. You know what I'm saying?
So
this is an all-around game.
I don't have really much anything to say about. I don't really have much
to
say about this thing, about this game, but Twan, I want to say, you remember you was talking about like the division rivals and all that stuff. You don't think that on top of that, bringing in Tyrod Taylor probably gave him a little spark, add a little bit something different, because it's like Tyrod's not a horrible quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I think he goes out there and gets the job done sometimes. When he was over there in Cleveland,
for a little bit, I think
for a little bit too, and it's not like he was horrible. Like he was. And he was out there, and he wasn't out there horrible, to be fair. So do you think that kind of played a part where that kind of sparked the Giants? Because you guys always talk about the division rivals and all this stuff, and those games are always close. You know what I'm saying?
But you saying we playing? I know what you. Go ahead, Twan.
You know what I say I do, Jordan? because the same thing happened with the Commanders and the Jets when they benched Sam Hollowell and they brought in Jacoby Brisket.
Yeah,
It was
and they
a
almost
whole
win
new
that
team.
game. Yeah, remember I told you, you game plan for Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito on what he's good at. They ain't think about Tyrod Taylor. You feel what I'm saying? Danny DeVito been riding high. They got him all on social media. He doing exclusive interviews and all of that. That's what we game plan for. But when you change it up a little bit, Tyrod Taylor, we don't know what the fuck he's doing with the Giants, so it makes it tougher. You know what I'm saying? I think we still go out there should still go out there and get the win, but it's gonna be like I said, you game plan for who's playing. Nobody's game planning for the backup. It just don't have. It's too much to game plan for one guy
to be worried about that.
Be worried about the backup. So everything changes. The play calls change. They got the script. They call it a script. The 15 plays. What you gonna do? The 15 plays. What you normally do? You know what I mean? You can audible out of those 15 plays, and I'm sure they do more than that. But I'm just saying they script the 15 plays. Well, when they took him out of the game, everything has changed now. So that defensive game plan that you got is totally different.
Yeah, so that means, you know what I'm saying? So I would think that probably played a part too. Like, you don't put that into your
It does, but that don't mean run backwards on motherfucking kickoff return. Let's not do that. That's idiotic. That's little league shit. That's 5th grade, 6th grade AAU football shit. That you not even, matter of fact, that's 1st and 2nd grade, bro. 7U, 8U, 9U shit. A player, you in the NFL. You are in the National Football League, and we on kickoff return, and you're running backwards. Why? Come on, dog. No, you can't do that.
Well, that's my take on the Eagles and the Giants outcome, man. It was that. Jordan, let's hear it.
No, I don't really have much to say. I just wanted to ask that, you know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't really watch all the games like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm on vacation visiting Ellen's mom.
Okay, yeah. That's okay, that's cool.
So listen, like I said, I'm glad we got the win because I don't want to lose, but I'm not impressed with the win. Even if, like I said, I don't give a fuck if it was 30-0. It's the Giants. I want to beat the real teams. I don't give a fuck about beating no sorry ass team. I don't. I sleep well beating the good teams. If you ain't no real team, I'm not jumping up and down about it. The only team I would jump up and down for, even if they had a down year and it was under 500, is the Cowboys. Because I hate the Cowboys. It's the Eagles-Cowboy hate thing. Y'all know how this shit go. You feel what I mean? I don't know who the Ravens, the rival is. Like a legit, like a rival. Like you got Eagles-Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? You got Chiefs-Raiders. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the Niners rival is, but nigga, when you got a rival, you always just want to beat them. Whether they 2-12, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna jump up and down for it because we beat them. Any of the other teams, I don't care about that. So moving on, sticking with the NFL. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys lost again on the road to the Dolphins, 22-20 on a walk-off game-winning field goal. The same way I thought the Niners was gonna lose to the Ravens on a walk-off. But the Cowboys walk-off field goal. They are now 3-5 on the road. Now, with the Cowboys, when it comes to the Cowboys, bro, the question that I have is this, and I'm pretty sure we ask this question every single year. You know what I mean? But that's because they hyped up every single year. And they can go on a loser streak and then it's gone, but they can go on a winning streak and then it's here again. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But we know the Cowboys have not been able to beat teams on the road. They're 3-5 on the road. You feel me? So they're not going to get a number 1 seed, obviously. And my Eagles are going to win the division. At least we should win the division. I think it might still be. We can't lose any more games either. We can't lose any more games. But with that being said, with the Cowboys going on the road, are they for the playoffs? Are they Super Bowl contenders or pretenders? Go, Jordan.
Honestly, I think they're pretenders, man.
Hold on. What's all that? Hey, who was that?
Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Put your shit on mute then. That nigga loud in the motherfucker. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. I think they're pretenders, man. Honestly, I think we've always, other than our bets when we doing these bets and all that. Like I'm just too I don't really. I wanted the Dolphins to lose so that we can get the number 1 seed early and quick. But honestly, I think there's not much for me to go from the Cowboys, man. Like the Cowboys, every time they think they about to. You have one winning team, they think they're gonna win the Super Bowl. All these Cowboys fans, everything is always the same shit each year, bro. And they can't win games on the road. And Dak hasn't been playing horribly. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's been playing horribly, but it's just I don't know if it's like one of them teams. Like, what team is it? Like, you remember like that Houston team, that would just always get there. That basketball team. They're like around there, but they just don't get it done. You know what I'm saying? That you had the Harden team. Like, I feel like that's the Cowboys, bro. Like they just there and then they just fuck it up, bro.
Only thing is Houston was in the conference finals. Cowboys ain't been to the conference championship.
Cowboys ain't been to no conference championship. So you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just don't see them win, because that like when they play a better team, it's like they just struggle sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And especially them teams in the NFC as well. Like they
Cowboys
really
like the bullies, man. They the bullies. They the bullies. What I mean by that is this: a bully picks on the people with the lesser tier. You know what I'm saying? Like in high school, they used to play this game called point them out, knock them out, where you just point at somebody and go hit them in their jaw. I never participated in that, but anytime I seen it, I seen this guy doing it to that guy. He's not going to fight him back. You feel what I mean? So that's kind of like the Cowboys modular. We're going to beat up on the bad teams and lose to the good teams. Keep going.
When it was time to get a stop against the Dolphins, man, like I was there, like, okay, you know what? I might get this little victory and get one up on Philly, get one up on Big Mike, and they just couldn't, they couldn't stop them. You know what I'm saying? When it was time for them to get a stop, they couldn't stop them, man. You know what I'm saying? And
that last drive to get to, I'm looking at. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm looking like 3 minutes left. Oh, Tyreek, they about to. Oh yeah, this game they about to go ahead and walk down here, and they did it.
Easily too. It wasn't like it was hard. Like they went down there easy. You know what I'm saying? And they I think they had a 1/4 and something, and they
missed it.
They no, they had a 4th and something. I think they had a 4th down or a third down, a 4th and 1 or something like that, that. And they went and they got it. And it was just like, bro, like Dallas just seems like they're supposed to have this great defense, and great defense gives great offense. But I mean, I think I'm always going to pick. Are you going to pick the great offense over a great defense, or what?
Man, I think it's your preference, man. It's your preference. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a great offense and a great defense. That could be that day. I mean, that defense could be more superior. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man.
Well, in this topic, because we talk about the Cowboys being Super Bowl contenders, I would rather take a defense, because defense win championships.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going defense too.
I would have to say defense, because we're talking about Super Bowl contenders now, and this is the topic. So, in this topic, I would have to say a better, like a greater defense, like, because defense win championship. That's just the facts. Like Ray Lewis, they been said it for years. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
But here's my I didn't mean to cut you off, Jordan. But
go take it.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with both Jordan and Big Mike on this, man. It's just the same old story with the Cowboys, man. And for me to actually honestly come out and be like, the Cowboys are real Super Bowl contenders, for me to come out and actually be able to say that one day, the Cowboys will have to be able to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That's the only how I'm going to be able to say that. They will have to be the number 1 seed in the NFC, because here it is. We got the facts. The Cowboys are 3-5 on the road. The Cowboys always struggle against these teams. And with the facts, with them facts being put in play, I can't agree that they're a Super Bowl contending team, because here it is. You're not the number 1 seed in the NFC. So what that means? You're going to have to go on the road. You're going to have to go on the road in the playoffs. I don't know who you're going to have to see, but you're going to have to go on the road. And being that you're not a good road team, how can I say you're a Super Bowl contender team if you can't go on the road and get a dub?
Yep.
Especially playoff time. So no, the answer is no. Hell no. I've been telling my man's KJ this for a while now because he's a Cowboys fan, just like a lot of people out here. But I've been telling him this for a while. Like, bro, y'all do the same thing every year. Y'all literally are going to have home field advantage to get to the Super Bowl. If that doesn't happen, the Cowboys will never see the Super Bowl.
Yeah, listen, man.
So that's that, man. That's where I'm at on that. That's where I'm at. No, the answer is no for me. I can't vouch for the Cowboys in this situation.
Okay, so me and listen, this is everybody know I hate the Cowboys, but I always say if the Cowboys come out here and play a good ass game, they play a good game and beat a good team, I'm gonna say they did their shit. They did what they did. They did that shit. They played a good game. Dak did this. Michael Parsons, he came through, made a great, game saving, game winning, sack or the sacks that he did have throughout the game were all impactful. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't do it. They don't do it. And the mere fact, like we just said, their last home game is this weekend coming up against the Detroit Lions. They undefeated at home. They averaged 40 at home. You feel me? 40 points at home this season. You feel me? So if you tell me that they might get the number 1 seed and be at home throughout the entirety of the playoffs, then maybe so.
Then yeah.
But other than that, and even still, I think they'll find a way to fuck it up. Even if they had home for the
did. You know what they did.
The playoffs is entirely different. What'd you say, bro?
They did. You know what they did? Fuck it up. The Niners came in there and beat their ass.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, even if none of that happened, and I'm just saying, if they was 12-3 right now, and they was at the top of the NFC, like the Ravens is at the top of the AFC, they had the number 1 seed, and even though the number 1 seed is still up for grabs in the NFC, let's just say they already solidified it. That's what I'm talking about. And they already solidified the shit. I still believe they would find a way to fuck it up in the playoffs. So, I don't think the Cowboys are contenders. I think they're pretenders. Definitely pretenders. You know what I mean? We go ahead and look at schedules all the time. Well, they ain't playing no more. They lost it. You know what I mean? With the exception of us, we're a division team. We split every single year. The Cowboys could be extremely trash one year, and we could be very good. And because it's the division game, motherfucker know each other. Motherfucker go out there and get a win. You know what I'm saying? Like I said this before. We seen the Miami Dolphins go in there and beat the Patriots in their heyday. That don't mean nothing. It's a division game. They might go out there and lose to the Bills when they wasn't that good. It's a division game. But outside of that, what are you? It's nothing on nothing. Nothing on nothing. So you cannot be a real Super Bowl contender when you're doing shit like that. So, I mean, they did. And like I said, I wanted to go out. I wanted to see the matchup with CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Ramsey. And when I was watching the game, the reporter said that all week long, Jalen Ramsey was begging the defensive coordinator to follow CeeDee Lamb the entirety of the game. The first half, CeeDee Lamb had 4 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. I wanted to see them travel. And what I mean by that is, you know what I mean? Like I said, Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey are on the outside. If CeeDee Lamb lines up in the slot, that means they got the slide. That's traveling. It wasn't like that. He got that money on number 4. And I'm watching the game, number 4, forget his last name, and number 29, last name Jones. And in the second half, he got a catch against number 40, which is a linebacker. Where I wanted to see the action with, line him up outside the numbers. Do that shit. Do it. I wanted to see that. And if that didn't happen, I wanted to see Jalen Ramsey or Xavier Howard following. But the defensive coordinator did not allow that. He got 1 catch on Xavier Howard, and it was for like 4 yards or 5 yards. Was it 4 or 5 yards for? Was it 2?
He had 2 catches.
Okay, so 2 catches. They were not meaningful at all. The one was like 4 yards, like for a first down. The other one was what? What was
That's facts. That's facts.
So like that's no money.
Yeah, no money.
I wanted to see him get the money. I'm not. CeeDee Lamb is a good receiver, but it's levels. If you're gonna say he top 10, it's levels. Top 10 receivers. I can't put you in there if you ain't getting the money on the real ones. I just can't. And I ain't
seen him get money on real ones either, big bro.
I never have.
He is a damn good receiver. He runs good routes.
Yes,
smart.
When I see him against the good ones, the number 1 corners and the real good ones, I see more OPIs and shit like that on it. Or I see, no separation. I see right on his motherfucking hip to hip. And if
Fact.
you do throw that ball right, it's gonna be a pick. So you better be lucky that threw that motherfucker out of bounds or he overthrew that motherfucker, because a lot of times against the true number ones, the good ones, they right on his hip, foot to foot with him, because of the separation is not there. You get him on the inside with the third and the fourth corner, or maybe they might get to bring a safety down. Every safety's not good in coverage. It's just not how it goes. You feel me?
Yeah.
They had a corner. I was looking for Holland, but Holland wasn't on. What you was telling me about Holland. I'm looking for him. So he on number 4. He doing what he want to do against him, but that's what he does. But I just wanted to see that matchup, and I didn't get to see it. So listen, the Cowboys they went to the 49ers. They got dogs in the 1, 2, 3, 4 corner position. You feel me? And you see what he did against the 49ers. You see what he did? It was nothing. So if he was really that, you're going to go out there and get some money. I don't give a fuck if it's Tavares Ward, Diamador Lenore. I don't care. You're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the Cowboys are contenders. They're pretenders, just like they are every year. They're just the most valuable team. They got the most money, and they're the most valuable team all across the world.
They the America's team. They're America's team. And
you know what? For the life of me, I don't understand how you are America's team and you're not winning no games.
Just because of the story. I feel like
America's team for these last 20, it should have changed. It should have went to the Patriots.
Honestly, I said the same thing.
It should have went to the Patriots. If you're gonna be America's team, you gotta be that team that's winning. I ain't talking about you won 1 and you went 5 years. No, you're winning. You're winning. It should have been the Patriots as America's team, because they're the team that has been winning. They got 6 Super Bowls in 20 fucking years.
Might be 7. Might be 6 or 7. Yeah, 6.
It's 6. Tom Brady got all 6 with him. He got the 7th one with the Buccaneers in 2020.
Yeah.
6 in 20 seasons. And that's and that don't count the AFC Championship games they've been to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, they're pretenders, and I don't think they're pretenders. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So moving on, sticking with the football NFL, the Cleveland Browns win big on the road against the Texans, 36-22. Now the question is this, and Jordan, I want you to go first: are the Browns a serious Super Bowl contender with Joe Flacco and that defense? Let me know.
Listen, Philly. We had this conversation about the Browns. You get me? And now the Browns are still up in there to get the division titles too. Still, you know what I'm saying? They still up there. They still 10-5. Yeah, they can still. Yeah, they can still win.
They're not gonna win that from y'all. Y'all gonna beat. Y'all gonna.
I mean, we can. I mean, I'm just letting you know they still in the damn hunt, my nigga, and they are 10-5.
Listen, technically they are. Realistically,
and I'm talking on a technical term, nigga. That's what I'm talking on.
Cool.
All right, so you know what I'm saying. Honestly, with that defense, like they a problem for teams, bro. You know what I'm saying? With that defense, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go out there and say they're a Super Bowl. At the end of the day, they played the Texans. Let's make this very fucking clear. But I can tell you,
y'all did too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What's your point?
Talking,
I mean,
talking shit.
We also beat the dog shit out of San Francisco, but yo, listen. But like with Joe Flacco at the helm, I don't think that makes them a Super Bowl contending team, but I think that makes them a scary team. Okay. You don't want to play that type of defense in the playoffs. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that I think is something that like is a serious. That's a serious team that you don't want to play. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that we talk about with the Bills and them coming in red hot. Like the Rams coming in red hot. The Rams are coming in red hot too. Don't think the Rams ain't coming. The Rams are coming in red hot.
Oh, they are.
You know what I'm saying? And those type of teams. And right now, I'm not a team that wants to play the Browns, bro. The Browns are the best defense in the league, and they getting at niggas, man.
They got y'all. Don't they got y'all number 1?
Yeah, like I mean, I know Ramey's number 1, but throughout the whole year, the Browns have been consistently the best defense in the league.
With the quarterback not being there, I'm okay.
Yeah. So they've been consistently the best defense in the league, and that's that. So if you're talking about are they a Super Bowl contender, I'm not gonna say they're a Super Bowl contender. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say they're a scary team. They're scary. They're a team that I'm not gonna want to play. You know what I'm saying? Coming up with that defense, because that defense can win you a game. They can win you a game. You know what I'm saying? So and then Joe Flacco just has to play consistent football. You know what I'm saying? Just don't turn over the football. and they run the ball too at that. You know what I'm saying? So if they catch a lead on that ass, a good night. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So to be honest with you, I'm rolling with that. They're serious. They're a team that you don't want to play, but they're not a Super Bowl contending team.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Go ahead, Twan.
Okay. Here's my take on Cleveland Browns, man. I love what the Cleveland Browns have going on. I love what the Cleveland Browns got going on. And Joe Flacco, honestly, he should have been in rotation, man. They had a PJ Walker out there. They had another guy out there, another no name. Like Joe Flacco should have been
Dorian
in
Thompson-Robinson.
rotation. Huh?
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Right. A no name. Should have been had Joe Flacco in there.
He was on the
Joe
couch
Flacco
though, bro. He was on the couch. He was on the couch.
Cool. Joe
Because
Flacco
remember he was on the bench for the Jets.
should have been had Joe Flacco in rotation, man.
Yeah,
Joe
but it's
Flacco ain't
probably
no
because
scrub,
they
man.
beat San Francisco. That's why with him at the helm.
Listen, cool. Whatever. Joe Flacco should have been in rotation, man. He's not a bum. It's not a bum quarterback. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's won a Super Bowl. Like Joe Flacco should have been. I love what the Browns got going on. Let's just stay on topic with this. Are they a Super Bowl contender team? That's not what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say, I'm gonna agree to Jordan. They're a scary team. And if the playoffs was to start today, the Browns will play the Jaguars, and I would have no doubt that the Browns go in there and beat the living shit out the Jaguars. And they will move on to play the Ravens. And I'm gonna tell you this, Big Mike and Jordan, the Cleveland Browns is the best underdog team that's coming into the playoffs. They're the best underdog team on both sides, AFC and the NFC, that's coming into this playoffs. So, like I said, if the playoffs will start today, they'll play Jacksonville, which I have no doubt they will go down there and step on Jacksonville and move on to play the Ravens. Ravens and Browns. This is the matchup I'm going to love to see, because this is Joe Flacco's old team.
Yeah.
The team that he won the Super Bowl with. And I honestly feel like the Ravens are vulnerable to lose that game. Me personally, big bro, I'm going to be taking the Browns plus money all playoffs. I feel like they can win these games. It's going to be hard for the Ravens to beat the Browns, man, in that type of playoff game, man. Knowing that, you know what I'm saying, you got a guy that already played, like he played on the team. He knows what the organization is about. You know, he knows, like, you know, Joe Flacco he's not a rookie. He's not new to all this, you know. And like you said, Jordan, that defense, man. You have to back this defense and what they got, like Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward and Newsome. They're playing lights out. Like, it's going to be hard to beat the Cleveland Browns. Are they Super Bowl contenders? I can't really say that. Are they a team that can, you know, be scary in the playoffs? Yes, that's what I will say. Like, they're a team that you don't want to be betting against like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They are the best underdog team coming into this playoffs. Like, hands down. Like, and even if I look at the NFC, like, I could say the Rams all day. They're coming in hot. But are they a better underdog team than the Browns? I can't agree to that. Like,
they don't possess that defense, boy.
Exactly. So I just feel like the Browns are the best underdog team coming into this playoffs, man. And they're gonna be scary, and they're gonna be hard to. They're not gonna be an easy opponent just to get through, and you know, it's not that, you know. So I'm with the Browns on that. I will be betting Browns plus money all playoffs. I like what they got going on. Joe Flacco then sparked up a whole new energy over there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And it's gonna be tough, man. I give it to the Browns though, man. They changed it around. They made history. They doing all right, man. 10-5, sitting at 10-5. I'm gonna have to give it to the Browns, man. They're a tough team. I can't really say they're a Super Bowl contending team, but they can be. Put it like that. They can be.
Okay. So, me personally, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, none of us are Browns fans, you know what I mean? But I think anytime we see a team has been down for so many years, like the Lions and the Browns, and you know, even the Jets, you know, when they got Aaron Rodgers and shit like that, you know, you're gonna feel happy that they finally doing what they do unless they play against your team. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm proud of the Browns organization. You know what I mean? They've been down for a long time. They've been able to build shit and get shit right. They finally got their quarterback, even though he's not playing. You know what I mean? They got Joe Flacco in there. Listen, man. Scary. I'm gonna stay with y'all. Very scary. Very, very scary. I do not want to play the Browns, nor do I want to play the Bills. You know what I mean? Even though the Browns is the best, like you said, Twan, I'm giving you that. They are the best underdog team, whether AFC or NFC, because they possess that defense for sure. And that's what's getting them to this point. Super Bowl contenders off the top of my head. You know what, man? We won't know that until let me tell you something. What if Joe Flacco turned back the motherfucking hands of time? Because we know Joe Flacco in the regular season has never been that nigga, no way. He never been that guy. But something about January. It's something about January. He just, I don't know. So are we going to see that? Because he put on, and like I said, it's the Texans. It's the Texans. This is not the best defense. You know what I mean? He put on a great performance. Him and Amari Cooper got a wave going on right now. They got a wave. They still got Elijah Moore. They can run the ball. They got Njoku. You know, so they're not, one receiver dimensional. You know, they'll take it. They'll try to take advantage of it. But going up against the Ravens, what I believe they'll do is double Amari Cooper and try to take him out the game and force Elijah Moore and Njoku in that run game to beat him against that defense. You feel me? And they'll probably do the same thing, to the Ravens. They try to take away, their best asset. You know what I mean? But
they don't really have to do that. They have two good corners.
I mean, okay, that's fine. You can only play on one man, Twan.
That's what I'm saying. The Ravens, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The Ravens got a better chance of doubling somebody because they only have one good corner for real.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But still, you're not gonna let Amari Cooper go out there and just go one-on-one with a nigga all day. I know I'm not. I'm
not either.
I'm gonna have to roll. I gotta roll coverage, baby. I need to roll coverage over here. I'm not about to let number 2 just go out here and he got that. He got that start and stop and go shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, he got it to make you open up your hips, then turn it around and catch the ball, and you still going this way. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
But we won't know if they're like right now Super Bowl contenders. Nah, but very, very scary. We won't know for real, until January get here. Because if he looked like Joseph Flacco, I don't know if that's his real name or not, but if he looked like Flacco that we know, and if he looked like playoff Flacco, it could get ugly.
It's gonna be scary.
And when he had with Ray Lewis now, my guy, my favorite player ever, it was ugly. It got ugly. And if you want to be technical, if we go back to I haven't looked at the stats. I haven't looked at them. If we go back to the 2012 year at the Ravens won, you know what I mean? Would you say that this Browns defense is possibly better than that defense that year? We know that the Ravens have a history of great defense. I'm just talking about specifically that season versus this season for the Browns and that season for the Ravens. I haven't looked at the stats. I haven't. But, man, they making an extreme amount of noise. You feel what I mean? So, we won't know right now. No, very scary. But when January get here, then we'll be like, hey, bro, hey, they only got 2 more games to get to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And if the matchups look favorable, they could damn well go. So we just really got to wait and see to give you a honest answer in its totality. You know what I mean? But as of right now, we're just going to say, very, very, very scary football team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so moving on to the NBA, the Lakers on Christmas Day lose to the Boston Celtics 126-115. Go ahead. What you got to say, Jordan? I can't hear you.
I got 10 minutes.
Okay,
cool. I got 10 minutes. So are you doing picks? Are you doing picks or no?
No, we come back on again Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So no, just so real quick, you got 10 minutes. So real quick, are the Celtics the team to beat in the entire NBA? What you think? Let me know.
As of right now, I mean, they're the best team in the league. They got a balanced team, brother. Yeah. They got a balanced team.
Yeah.
They got a 3-headed monster with Porzingis. You got Jaylen Brown and Tatum. I told you that Porzingis is their third option, and then you have Drew Holiday, who's just consistent as a motherfucker.
He
With,
just does. He does it all. He does it
he
all.
does it all. Best one. And then you got the similar type of nigga with Derek White, who's balling as well. I think they probably have the best starting 5 in the league.
Let me ask you a question. Could Drew Holiday and Porzingis just be? Because some nights you look like Drew the motherfucking 3. I guess it depends on how the game is going.
I mean, what's his name's been quite consistent. I'm not gonna lie. Like Porzingis, whenever he's playing, he's balling, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's make that very clear. Porzingis damn near give you 20 points a game. So it's not like that's not Drew giving you about 16 or something like that.
That's damn good.
So
considering the amount of defense that boy be playing.
No, for sure. For sure, that's good. But Porzingis is also protecting the paint. He's protecting the rim as well. He's doing his like Porzingis is doing his thing. That's like I don't want you to think that it's like he's doing his thing. So is Drew Holiday. This is not a thing where I'm talking good about Porzingis and shitting on Drew.
No.
They're both doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
They both doing their thing. But all I'm saying is that for sure, I would say that they the best. They're playing at the best team in the league right now. Like I got to give it to them. You know, they came in there and beat the fucking blocks off of motherfucking the Clippers the other. They beat the shit out them niggas, man.
They did.
Yo, they beat the shit out them niggas, man. And I'm just like, bro, like, really, Clippers? Is that how you gonna just? It's not like what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you're talking about the Lakers and the Lakers,
are the
Lakers,
Celtics
man,
team to beat. The Celtics.
I want.
The Celtics, the team to beat. You already said you only got 10 minutes. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Because I want to get you on this next topic too with Steve Kerr.
Nah, yeah. The Celtics, I would say the Celtics are our team to beat, man. They're playing the best ball right now. They're going out there and beating all the best teams in the league. So I'm gonna give it to them. Yeah.
Twan, what you got?
All right. With me, big bro, I'm hey, people might have their differences, but understand the team to beat with me, it's always gonna be the team that won the championship. That's always going to be the team to beat, the team that won the championship. But since we're talking about the Boston Celtics and we're on that specific topic, I got to say the Boston Celtics is the team to beat. They're looking the best right now. Drew Holiday, this team is solid, man. But what I would like to see is if they can stay healthy and they can stay working together. Because if they could do that, they'll get to the finals out the East. Okay. You know? So that's where I'm at with this big bro. I like what I see out the Celtics right now. I do think they are the team to beat after beating the Lakers on Christmas and then destroying the Clippers. So
I agree. I agree with you though, Twan. I agree with you. The Denver, yeah, if you're gonna put it like Denver because they won the chip, I'm gonna give it. But
that's
if we talk about Boston, then Boston is that team. But you should always say the team that has to be beat to be beaten is the team that won the last chip. Exactly. And just to let you know quickly before we go to the next one, Philly, Drew Hall is at 13 a game, and what's his name? And Kristaps Porzingis is at 19.6, almost 20 a game, nigga. Okay. That's the third option. Let's make that clear.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So, and you know what? You right about that because Drew Holiday, he's gonna be playing a lot of motherfucking defense. You know what I mean? He gonna get his buckets. You know what I mean? Transition, maybe some open threes and shit like that. I mean, same thing with Porzingis, but he's getting
because Porzingis be protecting the rim. He's almost at 2 blocks a game.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
So look, he fits this team well. He fits Boston well. You know what I mean? They got a lot, you know what I mean, without him. You feel what I mean? But to add him onto that squad, it ain't like the pressure's on him. You know what I mean? He's not asked to be the leader of the squad. So, hey, he can fill in and do his thing, get them open looks, play some defense. He ain't got to do too much. Cool. Everybody not going to be the guy that's going to lead a team to a championship. So if you can get in where you fit in, hey, baby, get in where you fit in, bro. But, yeah, I think, me personally, I think it's still Denver. You know what I mean? I don't think number one. I know the Timberwolves is number one team in the West. Stop it. They're not number one. Number one seed. They're not number one. The best. They're not. I would say Denver. You know what I mean? Because they not looking. They looking. You know what I mean? They still doing their thing. You feel what I'm saying? So I would go with Denver, and then I would go with Boston after that. You know what I mean? But Boston is definitely loaded, and you're gonna have to come with your A game to go out there and beat Boston because they loaded. They got a lot. You feel me? So yeah. Denver, then Boston, if you ask me.
Yes, sir.
So, last topic before we move on, you know, Steve Kerr, he doesn't agree with the officiating in the NBA. And I'm gonna let you hear what he said before I let you go. Here it is.
I have no problem with the officials themselves. I have a problem with the way we are legislating defense out of the game. That's what we're doing in the NBA. The way the officials, we're just enabling players to BS their way to the foul line. If I were a fan, I wouldn't have wanted to watch the second half of that game. It was disgusting. It was just baiting refs into the calls, but the refs have to make those calls because that's how they're taught. So I have a real problem with the way we've legislated defense out of the game in this league. And the players are really smart in this league. And for over the last decade or so, they've gotten smarter and smarter, and they're just we have enabled the players, and they are taking full advantage, and it's a parade to the free throw line, and it's disgusting to watch. Thanks.
Jordan, what's your thoughts on that?
Listen, from watching the game, I was watching the game, right? Because I don't miss a Golden State game. Not one game I've missed.
Definitely was watching.
Twan, like when I tell you I haven't missed a game, I haven't missed a game in almost, I don't know how long. Like we talking,
You watching
maybe
the Warriors,
10 years. Like I watched the
Texas
Warriors
guy.
every game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't fucking miss one. So like, but this specific game, like I was noticing they were making some crazy calls. You know what I'm saying? And they were like when they was getting fouls and they were saying they were shooting fouls when they were fouls on the ground, but they were like, Jokic, and not just Jokic, a lot of players, that when they go into the line, they do that little, and over exaggerate and all that bullshit. But, I call it. Listen, if officiating is being officiated one way and you need to sell something, then sell it. If that's what's gonna get you to the line, I'm not gonna penalize that, because you still gotta like you're dribbling going to if you can be under control and exaggerate something and make the refs call a call and then you go to the line, then by all means, you know what I'm saying, you're only doing it within the rules of the game. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't a big fan of how the game was just being slowed down, and it was like the ticky-tack foul, it was like it was bullshit, and they were just getting more of that call. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a fair person. If because we shoot so many threes, we might not get to the line as much. You know what I'm saying? Like we're a team that's outside in, and then whenever we do get in, it's a lot of like easier baskets because everybody is so spread out, right? So, but with teams, and we're like clogged in, and we're closing the paint a lot more. So when teams come in there, we foul a lot. So he might be making that complaint because we do foul a lot, and sometimes we are playing good defense, and like the officiating, sometimes they bail out the players. So I understand that, but I'm also with the players. If officiating is being called that way and you can sell something, then by all means do what you gotta do, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like until the referees say, okay, we're not going. You know how like they do with the flopping call? If you flop, then you're gonna get. It should be the same thing. If you try to sell a call and you're like kind of acting like it's a foul when it's not a foul, you should then make that. If that's how if you want to make it go away, then make them give. Okay, that's a T. If you're trying to exaggerate a thing, so I kind of agree with him, but I also understand what the players are doing, because I would do the same thing when it's with soccer. Like when I play soccer, obviously. Twan, I play basketball too, but like I do the same thing. Like I will dive and I will exaggerate things if I get hit at a professional level, but because like when players come at me and they come hard and they don't get those calls, shit, I want to get some calls too. Like if I can get a fucking call and I over exaggerate something, then I'm gonna do that shit too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Like I get it from a player's perspective, and I get it from like what Steve Kerr's saying as well.
Okay, Twan, take it away, bro. We got 5-6 minutes. Keep going.
Cool. I'm rapid fire. Cool. Big bro. Big Mike, we've already talked about this. You know how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. The officiating is lopsided. Listen to me. Understand? Lopsided. You got calls that be calls that don't get made, and then you got calls that don't be calls, but they're calling. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's lopsided, and you said the players and this, that, and the third. Cool. The players is not the one with the red with a whistle. The players is not the one with the whistle. It's up to the ref to make the right call, man. If a guy gets out there and shoot a 3 and flops, if it's not really a call, it shouldn't be made. You know what I'm saying? And what you want to talk about the players? Oh, they're being crippled because of the calls being made. Then don't make the calls. Make the right calls. Period.
Look,
make the right call. If you clearly see a man shooting a 3 and he's trying to flop to get a foul, it shouldn't be called.
Don't call.
Because exactly. Like I said, I've been told you, Big Mike.
But I think the flopping they're trying to take.
They're not doing that enough. They trying to get text for flops. That's not enough. Because
Twan, do you agree that if officiating if they doing that and a player is like, okay, I'm gonna use that again. If they gonna make these calls, then I'm gonna exaggerate and see if I can get some calls. You know what I'm saying? I think that's normal.
That's what Steve Kerr said.
Hold on, Big Mike.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying, Jordan. I'm agreeing with you. But my thing is, for this to be alleviated, the refs have to make the right call so these players don't think they can just get anything they want, and they think it's like a baby. It's like a newborn baby. You give them candy all the time, they gonna think that's what they can get all the time. It's the same thing with NBA. If you give these players the calls, they're gonna think they can just go out here and do this, and I'm gonna get that call.
They definitely
it's up. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's up to the Zebra crew wearing the black and white, and they got the whistle. You know what I'm saying? It's up to them if they want to change the narrative of this topic, because they're the ones with the whistle and they're the ones making the calls. The players is handicapped because of some of the calls that's being made. I agree with you, Jordan. But like I said, if you want to change this narrative, it starts with the Zebra crew. Period.
Facts. Now, this is what I say, and I'm gonna say something slick, you know what I mean? Because the Warriors in their heyday, they got a whole bunch of these calls, a whole lot of these calls. You understand what I'm saying? And
why you say that? We were just beating the bricks out of niggas. We wasn't just getting these calls. We were just beating niggas, man.
The Warriors were getting these calls. They were getting these calls. You understand? So
what year? What year are you talking about?
Listen, that's your problem right there. Listen to me. Wait a minute. That's your problem. This is what he do, Twan.
I'm facts, not feelings, bro.
It's not feelings. If you watched it, nigga, you know. He want me to go back and say the date, the time. Ain't nobody doing that shit. How about you go back and look if it's like that? You go back and look at all the seasons and then let me know whatever. You do that. But the Warriors was getting these calls too. I didn't see Steve Kerr saying this, when it was going to his favor, but I'll say this. This is what I'll say. The referees.
We were in the bottom half of free throw attempts in 20 with Kevin Durant.
It doesn't matter. You still got ticky fouls. Whether you had KD, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, it doesn't matter.
Twan, let me.
You cut me off, bro. You cut me, bro. I haven't cut you off this whole time, bro. I haven't cut you off.
You cut Twan off. You cut
now. You in your feelings. Because you ain't let me talk. You ain't your feelings. Okay, well, step back. You shut the hell up there until I'm done.
Look at outside, man.
You the one who said you gotta go. Come on, Jordan. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Okay, you the one who said you gotta go. So let me go. I sat here and shut the fuck up while you talk. You sit there and shut the fuck up while I talk. Now, what you bring up? I don't. No, I'm not. The Warriors got
it's a fact.
Listen. It don't you going off of how many calls they got. I'm telling you that the Warriors got ticky-tack fouls too, bro. They got them. So I don't want to hear Steve Kerr complaining about the shit. But at the end of the day, the way they officiate the game is complete bullshit. Like yo guy Shea Gill, not just him. It's a lot of niggas that go and they snap their motherfucking neck and act like they just got thrown out of a fucking wrestling ring. You know what I mean? All in the stand, all on the ground and shit like that. That's just how they calling the game these days. I think they should take it out. That's how they've been taught. That's how they've been taught to ref these games. And like you said, I think let it be a real foul. Let it be a real foul. If I'm backing you down in the post and I'm using my strength, as long as I'm not dipping my shoulder and I'm not doing my whole, if I'm using this right here, my arm, and I'm using my body to go against you, man up. Don't flop on the motherfucking ground and give these niggas a call. Don't do that. I hate that. Let these boys bang in the post, and if it bring a double team, motherfucker. Make him get rid of the damn ball. I don't care if it's Shaq. I hate when people say, like they say LeBron, right? Well, he gets officiated like Shaq. Motherfucker, if you hit Shaq on the hand, and you hit Allen Iverson on the hand, who's 5'10", 5'11", 160 pounds, a foul on him is a foul on Shaq. You feel me? Don't pick sides. Don't look at size. Oh, we don't know if that's a foul. Motherfucker, if it's a foul or not. You know if it's a foul. So I mean, it is what it is. I don't like how. Wait a minute, nigga. I don't like how the NBA is being officiated. I can't stand it. I wish they would change it. It is what it is. That's what you gotta say. It ain't gonna mean nothing.
No. It's not. I'm going off of both. So Twan, hear me out, and even you, Big Mike, because I'm calling out. I'm just calling a spade, and I'm just putting in actual facts into this feelings fight. What we doing?
It's not a. I never feelings, my nigga. Never feelings.
What Steve Kerr is talking about right now? So Steve Kerr, I'm gonna tell him right now, Steve Kerr. The Golden State Warriors, Twan, they are top 10 in free throws this year in attempts during in the game. All right. So if he's talking about all that, we get calls. Don't act like we don't get calls. So we get calls. You know what I'm saying? So what he's saying right now is just a game. What happened in a particular game?
He's talking about the game is being read for this
Okay. I hear that, but what I'm saying is he's going off right now because of what happened in the game and what Jokic was doing. Because I was watching it with my own two eyes. So I know, and
the man had 26 points on 18 free throws.
Yeah. So hear me what I'm saying, Twan. So right now, his team is a beneficiary of getting those calls this year. But the years when we was with Kevin Durant, and the year that, when we started the 2015-16 season, when we went 82 and set 9, 83 and set 9 or whatever. I mean, not 83, 73 and 9, 73 and 9, and then the KD years. Those years. So those 4 years, we were in the bottom half. And I'm talking bottom. So I'm talking about bottom 3, bottom 6, and all that stuff of free throw attempts, bro. So
does that mean
hold on. The reason why. Let me finish, bro. So what I'm saying to him is those calls, we was not getting much calls regardless in that time. That who was getting calls during that time and who was doing all that shit? You know who was doing that? That was a nigga like James Harden. That was a nigga that was getting them floppy shit and doing it. Our team wasn't like that. Our team was pace and space.
He's in a league of his own.
Our team was pace and space, right? Ball movement. Right, like we had a certain style of play, and we were shooting a lot of threes and getting open shot. Like we was not going and getting fouled like that. So all that shit about what happened back then, we was not even on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even our type of style. That wasn't even our type of style.
When the fouls were called, were y'all getting ticky-tack fouls? That's what this is. This is about ticky-tack fouls.
No. We weren't getting ticky-tack. First off, we were blowing teams the fuck out. That's number one. Listen, as much as Twan, as much as we want to, nigga, he's not gonna go back to a game. You see Philly, what he's doing. You want to go back to I'm talking about facts in terms of what we were getting in terms of attempts. So whether or not there's gonna be fouls and ticky-tack fouls in game, and that was happening all the way back in the 80s, nigga. There's ticky-tack fouls all the time. That shit happens. So all I'm saying is that we was not getting a lot of free throw attempts back then when we was dominating the league. That's just a fucking fact. And that's just how we played the game was different then. You know what I'm saying? Now it's getting worse. It's getting worse now. It's extremely worse now. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it is now. And then Steve Kerr can't even talk about that as much because we benefit from that as well. So why is he? You see, I'm with Philly on that. We benefit from that. I'm
not looking at.
We are one of the highest teams in getting free throw attempts as well. Even with getting them ticky-tack fouls with Steph Curry going,
I get what you're saying,
flair and shit. But I'm just talking about the facts on what it is, bro.
I get what you're
how many attempts per game. At the fact of the matter is, they was getting ticky-tack ass. A lot of people did, but y'all benefited from. Everybody benefits from them, but y'all was too. It's just I think you know what it is now. I think
we weren't as much.
But you still benefited. No matter how much, it still helped. It still helps. You know what I'm saying? I think the fact now is that the Warriors, they not looking how they used to look. And it's just frustrating that you're not playing away, not the same no more. You're not a contender no more at all whatsoever.
Why are we not a contender?
You're not a contender. If you think you are, you
watch the next 10 games. Our next 10, we're 9 games at home. So watch us how we're gonna flip it. We're gonna flip that shit and it's gonna go back to what you was talking about.
So that's fine. That's fine. We shall see. We shall see. But until then, you're not contenders. So at the end of the day, man, we all don't like the way the refs is calling the game. It's ticky-tack shit. Motherfucker ride to the lane, snap their head back, and oh my God, it's flagrants and all of that shit. I wish it would change, but hell, hopefully they did a little better. Because that year, like you was talking about, like with James Harden, when he was driving to the basket, grabbing the arm, and then going up for a shot. I mean, I'm literally watching him grab an arm with his right arm. He's left-handed, and he'll go up like this, and they calling a foul on the fucking defender. Trae Young, that same year, was driving to the basket with his man trailing. He's jumping backwards into his man. They calling the foul on the motherfucking defender. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, they got that out. They got that out. Now they just need to, tuck that whistle a little more. Because for me to be driving and I'm with you and I'm standing strong and you bump into me, you go like this. Come on, dog.
That's not a foul.
Not a foul, bro.
That's what I was saying.
I'm sliding with you, man.
And that's what I was saying. It's more. And that's what I was saying, big bro. Like it's more. It's just the calls, man. Like it be calls that they make that don't really be calls, and they won't make the call, but it be calls that really be calls. Well, let me change what I said. It be calls that really be calls, big bro.
If they don't call them.
And they don't call them, and then
the calls that's really not them, they call those. Yeah, I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it for my team. I mean, they're gonna give us a foul. I be watching the game. I be like, that's not a fucking foul.
Hey, true or false? True or false, Big Mike? Did I not just have this conversation with you where I felt like the official
referees dictate the game?
Exactly.
I heard, yeah. But this is so that means they dictate every game then, bro. That's just how the referees is being called. Now, like I said, I agree sometimes them like the egregious shit, the blatant shit, and they just overlook it. They on some bullshit. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. So hopefully shit'll change. It'll change. So listen, man, that's our show for the day. Shout out to my guy Jordan, live from Australia. Shout out to my guy Twan. You know what it is, bro.
Yes,
great show today, man. We'll be back on this joint Friday. You understand me? And hopefully all three of us can come back and have a good time on the show. Yeah, man, it's been a great week. I'm glad we all had a good Christmas. So listen, however you may be listening, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, I thank you and I appreciate you. If you're listening on YouTube or watching on YouTube right now, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be up to date with all things under the lights. That's our show for the day, y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah.